Hello everyone and welcome to a new weekly vlog. I am starting this one very late. I didn't film a weekly reading vlog for last week because honestly I didn't really read that much. I did read one book but I read it quite quickly and I didn't end up updating you guys, which is a bit of a shame. I am really annoyed at myself for that. But last week was just absolutely crazy. As most of you may know, I am starting to prep for placement. I am doing a PGCE course this year, which is a teacher's training course, and I should have done 8 weeks of placement before Christmas, which was obviously cancelled because of the pandemic. And so I'm meant to be on placement now from the 4th of January until the 26th of June, I believe it is. And at the minute, that is still not happening. And so last week we were trying to sort all that out because obviously schools are closed in Wales at the minute, and so it's very difficult because obviously we need to be experiencing life in the classroom and life as a teacher, but obviously we're not able to because schools aren't open and children aren't in the environment that they would normally be in. So a lot of stuff is happening online, and because I'm doing primary teaching, it's just not really that plausible because I would be with children from anywhere between about 6 years old to 10 years old. But then again, I might be with the younger kids as well, so I'm not too sure how it's all going to happen. But I have had a meeting yesterday and it seems really positive. I am quite lucky though. I did volunteer at a few schools before doing this course, so I do have a bit of experience in the classroom and I know other people don't, but it's just been so stressful. And yeah, trying to sort that out last week was just making me feel absolutely awful. Like I said, I didn't really read much, but I will talk about the book that I did read in a second. But yeah, I do just want to apologise for that, guys. Hopefully you understand. It's just been a whirlwind of a week, and at the end actually I did get some amazing news which I can't share with you at the minute, but it is truly life-changing and I'm so excited about it. So keep your eyes peeled for a video on that in about 2 to 3 weeks time, I'd say. Other than that though, I will just dive into this video because I feel like that was such a long intro that definitely put a downer on things before we even got started. But the book that I did manage to read last week was This Lie Will Kill You by Chelsea Pitcher. So in this one 1 year ago there was a big party, and at that party somebody died, and then in present day 5 people get an invitation to go to this secluded mansion where they are expecting to compete in a contest to win £50,000. For some reason nobody questions this very odd invitation. They all just kind of see the prize fund and decide that they just want to go and see what it is. And so 5 of them arrive, but not all of them will be leaving. And it just says here, will the truth set them free or will their lies destroy them all? So this is a young adult thriller by an author that I've never read from before, but it does say on the cover, for fans of One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. I have read that one and I did enjoy it, and because of that I decided to purchase it. And if you saw my TBR for January, you'll know that chance card came up and I did pick this book out of a random pile of books, and so I decided to sit down last week and read it, and honestly I had such a good time with this one. I'm always a bit apprehensive going into YA thrillers because I tend to be able to figure them out a lot quicker than I would be able to with adult thrillers for obvious reasons. But yeah, this was actually really good. I enjoyed learning about the characters and their different backgrounds and their roles in what eventually happened. I also like the fact that you do get the perspectives of all 5 characters in this book, and that is really interesting because like I said, they are in a mansion and it's sort of like a game but not really, and so you see some characters share some bits of information with people, but then you go back to their perspective in the past and see that that's not quite how things went down. So you know who's lying, who's telling the truth, what actually went on, and it's all around just a crazy ride. This is also a very quick read. I read it in about 2 days, I think. I did put some reading sprints on and just sat down and powered through, and I think overall I gave it 4 stars on Goodreads, so definitely a good one. It's made me want to dive back into young adult thrillers. I do have quite a few on my shelves, so hopefully I'll be able to get to more of them this year. I think that thrillers are very much down to personal taste and personal preference. I really enjoyed this one, but I did see that there were a couple of negative reviews on this on Goodreads where people thought it wasn't really well done, and I just want to say that in the mindset that I was in last week, I really enjoyed it. I don't know if my opinions would change if I read it again, but as of now I thought it was a really good young adult thriller, and I would definitely recommend it if you want a bit of a creepy story but don't want anything too crazy. And then moving on from that book, the next book I want to get to is The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman, and this was kindly gifted to me by Alex, so thank you once again, Alex. I really do appreciate it, and I'm really intrigued to dive into this book. I have failed to give you guys a coherent synopsis in the last 2 videos, I think, that I've mentioned this book. So again, I will just read you the synopsis. I'm sorry if you're sick and tired of hearing about it, but I just don't know how to describe this book to you. So it says, this is what he remembers as he sits by the ocean at the end of the lane. A dead man on the back seat of the car, and more milk at the farmhouse, an ancient little girl and an old woman who saw the moon being made, a beautiful housekeeper with a monstrous smile, and dark forces woken that were best left undisturbed. They are memories hard to believe, waiting at the edges of things, the recollections of a man who thought he was lost but is now, perhaps, remembering a time when he was saved. I think this is a magical realism type of book. I will just look at one of the quotes on the back because it does say, lyrical, scary and beautiful, a fantasy rooted in the darkest corners of reality, and that's by Independent on Sunday. So I believe this is a lyrical contemporary fantasy, which I'm definitely here for. I know I said in one of my unhauls that I'm not too keen on contemporary fantasy, but I feel like when it deals with stuff like this and the darker side of the human mind, I can enjoy it a lot more because it's definitely a lot more serious, a lot less fluffy, and just something I can get to grips with a lot easier. I don't know whether to start this yet because some very exciting news. Myself and Joe from Joannotations are hosting some live reading sprints this week. So we do have one tonight, which is Wednesday the 13th of January. It will be at 7 p.m. Obviously this won't be going up for a couple of days after that, but if you do want to watch it back, I will leave the link in the description down below. We are definitely planning on hosting more reading sprints, so if you do want to keep up with those, make sure to click the subscribe button and the little bell icon next to it so you can be notified when I do post, and so when the live shows will be announced you will get a notification to let you guys know. So yeah, like I said, I'm not sure if I want to start this now because I could get a good chunk of reading done, but I do kind of want to wait to the live show so that I can see how much I actually managed to read. Yeah, I'm undecided on that, but either way I will be reading this, and I think it's just going to be a really lovely experience. I've never done live sprints before and it's something I've always wanted to do. I definitely want to branch out and do some more live videos for you guys because I feel like that would just be so lovely, but it has always been a fear of mine that no one will show up, so I'll just be in this live video by myself. Luckily I have Joe there with me this time though, so that definitely won't happen. At least we'll have the 2 of us, but yeah, I'm really hoping it'll be a good one and that a lot of people will join and enjoy it. But yeah, that is going to be my plan for tonight. I'm not sure how long we're running the sprints for or anything, I just think we're going to see how it goes. But yeah, I'm so excited to sit down and read this, but also to be on a live where I can chat to you guys in real time. I think it's just going to be so lovely. So yeah, that's my plan for tonight. But I do just want to quickly mention that I did start an audiobook the other day. So on my way to work I do like to listen to an audiobook, so it's about half an hour to my work and half an hour back, so about an hour of listening time. And I have actually started Black Girl Unlimited, The Remarkable Story of a Teenage Wizard by Echo Brown. I'm not sure if that's the author's name though, because I believe it's a memoir for the character in a way. So the character in this book is called Echo Brown. I'll definitely have to look into this, but this was Chloe from Books with Chloe's Patreon book club pick of the month for January, and I decided that I wanted to participate, and I saw that the audiobook was on Scribd, and if you guys will have seen my 2021 reading goals, you'll know that one of them is to stop buying books. So if I can get access to them through apps such as Scribd, I think is just absolutely perfect for me at the minute. Luckily that one was on there, so I have started listening to it, and I'm about 2 hours in, I want to say. It just says here that I have 6 hours and 53 minutes left, so that's all I can tell you, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm really enjoying that one. I don't have much to say at the minute because I haven't fully dived into the story yet, but as soon as I have some more thoughts I will let you guys know. And then just quickly, because I know this clip will have gone on for way too long, but I have some books that I want to show you guys that I did recently buy. I know I just said that I'm not buying books anymore, but this was a set that I had my eye on for so long, and it was down from £10 to £2.50, and I just could not pass up that offer. I am going to be a lot more strict with myself now though, because I've definitely noticed that my spending habits are way out of control, so I think these are the last books I'll be hauling for a while. But these are 5 stories from the Puffins Classics collection. So we have Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson, Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie, The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling, The Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum, and The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. These are stories I've wanted to get to for so long, but I just never got around to purchasing them, and I thought £2.50 for 5 books, so it's basically what, 50p a book? That is absolutely crazy, and they are just stunning. I haven't taken them out of the box yet. I might do now actually. There we are. So we have Treasure Island, Peter Pan, The Jungle Book, The Wizard of Oz, and The Secret Garden. So as you can see, these are absolutely beautiful, and I just could not pass up that good of a deal for them. The only one I've read from these is Peter Pan, so I'm really excited to get to the other 4. Please leave a comment down below letting me know which one of them I should get to first. I would love to be able to fit one of them onto February's TBR, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, this is going to be the end of my book hauls for quite a while. I will probably still do monthly book hauls because I do have a few of my very anticipated books pre-ordered. But if you see me hauling something, please shout at me because I really can't be hauling at the minute. And it's really bad because when I'm sad, when I'm anxious, or when I just want something to make me happy, I order some books straight away. And I just need to prioritize the things that are on my shelves because some of these books have been sitting there for about 5 years and I feel ashamed to say that I haven't gotten to them yet. So I definitely need to prioritize them, and I think that this book buying ban will definitely help. I can only apologize for the extremely long intro, guys. Like I said, I haven't chatted to you in a while, so I did have quite a lot to say. For now though, I am going to leave you here, but just know that I will be starting this one at some point tonight, and I will let you guys know my thoughts once I'm further into the book. Thursday now, and I definitely need to update you guys on a few things. The first one being my progress in The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. I have made quite a big dent in this. I'm on page 165 right now. As you guys know, I was doing some live reading sprints the other night with Joanne from Joannotations, and I actually read 60 pages of this before the sprint started, and I actually managed to read about 103 pages during the live stream, which is absolutely brilliant. I'm so glad that I was able to just sit down, power through and get that much reading done. Also, it was so lovely to be able to chat to you guys in real time. I truly do love when people comment on my videos, but it still somehow feels as if you're at a distance to me, whereas seeing you guys interacting with me on a live is just absolutely brilliant. It really did touch my heart, and I honestly cannot wait to host more. So thank you to every single person who came to the live. I cannot tell you how much it means to me, but just know I'm so thankful, and I definitely do want to do more. So if you would like some more live reading sprints, then please click the like button just so I know, or leave a comment down below for me, because like I said, each comment means the world to me, and I'm truly so thankful for you guys and this community, because you have helped me through such a terrible year, and I just cannot thank you enough for that. So yes, without getting too soppy, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it, and I can't wait for our next live. With this one so far, I am enjoying it. I'm still a little bit confused as to the things that are happening and as to how this book is actually going to end, because it seems to have a structure, but I feel like it doesn't in a way as well. I don't really want to spoil anything, and I feel like it's so hard not to, but the premise is that at the start of this novel we see an older man coming back to a place he's familiar with, but he's not completely sure how he's familiar with it, doesn't quite remember, and then slowly then throughout the book we see the events that happened in this place. Neil Gaiman's writing though is beautiful as always. It's just a style that can hook you in straight away. It's lovely to read, and I feel like I'm definitely in the flow of the story now, and I just want to finish it. Saying that though, I've been putting off reading this book because I have been watching Dexter the past few days. We finally finished the last season though, and oh my gosh, that was crazy. I get what people mean now about the ending and how it all went down. I know that they're making another series though, so hopefully that'll clear things up a bit, but oh my gosh, I love that show so much, and it's very bittersweet to finish it out. And another show I've decided to start watching again is Vikings. I absolutely love this show, but I keep taking massive breaks from watching it for some reason. I basically basically binge watched the first 4 seasons, I want to say, and then something very big happened that changed the storyline, and since then I've been watching it on and off for about 2 years now. But the final season has recently come out and I've decided that I finally want to sit down and power through, and that's what I've been doing this week. I'm such an idiot though, guys, because I knew that I'd watched season 5 but I wasn't sure where I was at in season 6. It literally only came out last month, but for some reason I was convinced that I'd seen part 1 ages ago. And also Amazon did me dirty because I watched it through Amazon Prime and it said resume, so I clicked resume and I was watching a couple of episodes. I think I watched 3 in total before realising that I was watching season 6 part 2 and I hadn't even watched season 6 part 1. So I spoiled myself for everything and I basically had to go back then and watch the start of season 6 part 1 because I've missed it completely. And I feel like it's not technically my fault because the end of season 5 is a battle, and where I started off in season 6 part 2 is the effects of a battle. So in my head it made sense, but I was sitting down thinking, who the hell is that character? Where is that character gone? Why are certain people with others and why are they in a different place and all this? And yeah, it turns out that I'd skipped half a season, so yeah, that was a bit of a nightmare, but I figured it out and I am slowly making my way through that now. I did just watch one of the saddest episodes today though, and I cried. Not gonna spoil anything, don't worry, but oh my gosh, the end of an era, that's all I'm gonna say. And I honestly just want to finish this out now because so much needs to happen in this final series and I have no clue how it's gonna wrap up. So yeah, reading's been put on a bit of a hold at the minute, which is unfortunate, but I am sort of glad that I'm taking the time to reinvest myself in some of my favourite series and just finishing them out because they're ones that I've watched for years, and the fact that they're all coming to an end is just really, really sad. But I'm very excited to see how it all wraps up, and honestly it's making me want to rewatch the whole series from the start. So definitely don't have the time to do that, but I know myself and I will probably rewatch it at some point in the near future. Right, with all those updates out the way, I do have a little haul for you guys. It is a really exciting one and I can't wait to show you what I have. I know I said earlier on in this video that I was going on a book buying ban, but this doesn't count because the first 2 things I'm going to show you I actually bought either just before Christmas or just after, so it wasn't in the new year yet, so it technically doesn't count. And then the other thing I'm going to show you was actually given to me by Tom, which is the sweetest thing, and I just can't believe he bought this for me. But I am going to start off with my order, and I actually bought some book sleeves. I'm really hoping that this isn't blurry for you, but the first one is this fabric with the characters from the Lord of the Rings on it, and I will show you the other side because we do have a few extras on there. We have Aragorn, Frodo and Sam, which I love, and Arwen up there, Gimli, Legolas here, Gollum and Gandalf, and this is just absolutely beautiful. As soon as I saw this I knew I wanted to have it, and I'm so glad that I finally bought it. It also has this stunning tag on the zip which says not all those who wander are lost, which is one of my all-time favourite quotes. And what's lovely about that is that I'd placed the order for these 2 book sleeves and then I went on Book Besties UK Instagram, which is the person I bought them for, and she just posted on her Instagram story that these tags had arrived, and so I messaged her asking if she could put it onto this one for me, and she did. So I'm so happy because it's just made it 10 times better. And I'll just show you the inside. So we have a polka dot design there and obviously the zip there as well. And this is the other one that I bought, and it says not all those who wander are lost. And I decided not to get a tag or a zip on this because I got it on this one instead, and because this has the same quote as the tag I felt like it would be a bit too much. But again, another stunning book sleeve, and it has the same polka dot design inside. I've never bought book sleeves for myself. I've always received them in subscription boxes but never actually gone looking for some. I have been aware of Book Besties UK for such a long time though, because I do follow her on Instagram and she does keep posting photos of her book sleeves and different prints that she'll be getting in stock soon. And like I said, when I saw this one I just had to make an order, and I thought I can't just order one, I have to have 2. So that's how I ended up with these ones. I will leave this shop link down below for you guys, and also the Book Besties UK Instagram, just in case you want to have a look. But I'm so happy with these, and I will definitely be ordering more from her in the future. And then guys, like I said, Tom did buy me this and it did actually arrive today, and I could not believe that he bought this for me. It's such a sweet gift. But he actually bought me this set of books, and if you can't see the name written across all of the spines. These are the books that the TV series Dexter is based off of. Now, I have just been talking about Dexter with you guys. Tom and I did finish our watch of the series a few days ago now, and since then we have not been able to stop thinking about it and talking about it and discussing it. And yeah, what I didn't know is that he actually went online and found the books and he decided to buy them for me because I do love the show so much. Not many people know this about me, but when I was a bit younger I really did want to become a forensic scientist or a crime scene investigator. I wasn't set on one particular path, but I did want to go into forensics somehow, and this show is just the perfect one for me because it has all the gory bits but it also has all the scientific elements of the crimes, and it's just a really good blend of these gruesome crimes but the science behind it as well. And apparently the books are extremely different to the show as well. So Tom was saying to me that certain characters in here have a very, very different storyline than what they have in the show, and I definitely want to see how the books portray all of them and see how the show has taken creative liberty with that and pushed it in a different direction. I've actually decided that I want to do a reading vlog for these books. I'm not sure if I'll do them one by one and compare each book to each series, or I might read them all back to back and give you my thoughts and opinions on them then. Please let me know down below what you'd prefer, but I do definitely want to do a comparison between the books and the show, and just to let you guys know if these are actually worth reading or if it's just better to dive into the TV series. Right, I'm gonna leave this little clip here because I have talked for way longer than I thought I was going to. Everything I talked about in this video will be linked down below for you guys, so if you do want to find any of these items, please check the description box. Not gonna lie to you guys, I am gonna sit down now, edit my video, and then watch Vikings, and I feel like the next time I'm gonna update you guys is once I finish this lovely book right here. Hi guys, I'm finally here to close out this vlog, and I'm happy to tell you that I did in fact finish The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. This was such an interesting read, and because of that I haven't settled on a rating for it yet. I don't know if I will rate it. I definitely think it's one I need to sit on for a while because it's a very complex lyrical book, and so I definitely want to take the time to sit back, reflect on it, and definitely give it some time before I rush to give it a rating. To be honest, it's one I might even reread soon because again, I feel like no matter how many times I'd read this, I'd get something new out of it every time. So yeah, I just don't feel the need to rush into it and give it a rating when I feel like it would be best for me to sit back, maybe look at a few other reviews and discussion videos about this, but just know that I did really, really enjoy it. It's such an interesting novel, and I feel like I still wouldn't be able to describe it to you coherently now, even having read the whole thing. It's a very strange one, but definitely worth the read, and yeah, it's one that I would highly recommend, and like I said, it's one that I would definitely reread in the future. I'm sorry that I'm not giving you guys an in-depth review of this book or my thoughts whilst reading it, but I've told you from the start that I wasn't sure how to describe this book, and even now, like I said, I would still have trouble doing so. I feel like it's one every single person needs to just dive in without any expectations and experience it for themselves. It's definitely not a book for everyone. When I first dived into this, I was a bit confused, and I was definitely still confused by the end, so yeah, if you don't like that, then this probably isn't the book for you. But there was just so many interesting things in this that I just really, really enjoyed, and I think I mentioned before that Neil Gaiman's writing is just absolutely beautiful, and this has definitely made me want to pick up more of his works now. I have read Coraline and I have listened to Stardust, but I've not read it because I don't have a physical copy, but I might just go back and reread that one eventually. And then I know he does also have quite a few other books that I really do want to get to, so yeah, this has definitely made me want to look into his works a lot more. And again, I just want to say a massive thank you to Alex for sending me this. I'm really glad I enjoyed it. I'm sorry I can't give you a coherent and full rating. Just know that it's one that I did thoroughly enjoy, and I'm so glad you gave me the opportunity to read this because it's one that I will definitely be thinking about for a long, long time. And then I know I said at the start of this video that I was listening to Black Girl Unlimited. I haven't actually made any more progress in that yet, so I don't have any more updates on that book, but I'm sure I will continue listening to it in next week's weekly reading vlog, so definitely keep an eye out for that. Also, whilst I'm on the topic, don't forget to click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon if you do want to be notified when I post. I know YouTube's a bit funny with letting people know when videos are available to them, so if you have the bell icon clicked and the notifications set to all, then you definitely won't miss an upload from me because you should get a notification. Right, I think I'm going to leave this video here, guys, because I realise this is one where I've been talking a lot, so I am very sorry about that. Hopefully next week's won't be as intense. I feel like it'll be a lot more balanced, a lot more spread out, and I definitely want to be reading more books as well, so there will be more variety in that video too. But that is it for this week's vlog, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to click the like button for me. It definitely helps me out and means the world to me, so please consider doing that if you haven't already. But I am going to leave it there, and I will see you soon in my next video. Goodbye!